Navigating the Shortfalls, a closer look at Mayor Seth Fleetwood's Bellingham. Okay, folks, let's roll up our sleeves and get real about what's happening in Bellingham under Mayor Seth Fleetwood. We've covered this ground before, but with each passing month, the urgency to scrutinize the mayor's effectiveness only grows. After all, cities don't run on good intentions, they run on action, vision, and the gritty work of governance. While Fleetwood certainly isn't the villain some paint him as, he is the leader, and the buck stops with him. And so far, the buck seems to be drifting rather aimlessly. Where are the innovations? Innovation isn't just a buzzword, it's a necessity in today's world. Our challenges are ever evolving, and the same old playbook isn't going to cut it anymore. From the gig economy to climate change, the issues we face need modern solutions. Fleetwood, unfortunately, has been more of a traditionalist in a world that demands the opposite. A leader needs to be on the cutting edge, to actively seek out the new and improved, and Fleetwood's failure to do so makes Bellingham's future look like a remix of the past. A mishandling of public resources. I'm talking parks, public spaces, and even local landmarks that have seen better days. These are not just aesthetic concerns, they're quality of life issues. Safe, well-maintained public spaces contribute to a city's well-being, and under Fleetwood, there's been a noticeable decline. Budgeting issues are a part of governance, you can't separate the two. So when public spaces languish under neglect, that reflects a budgeting failure and a misallocation of resources. Taxes, taxes, taxes. Sure, nobody likes taxes, but what's even more disheartening is feeling like your hard-earned money isn't being put to good use. There have been tax hikes under Fleetwood's administration, which would be understandable if residents could clearly see the benefits. But many are left scratching their heads, wondering where exactly their money is going. When taxation doesn't translate to visible public good, it erodes trust in local government, plain and simple. Urban planning, or the lack thereof. Bellingham is growing, and we need an urban plan that grows with it. This involves more than just managing traffic flow or plotting out retail spaces. It's about envisioning a city that is sustainable, efficient, and geared for the future. We need to consider how we'll adapt to rising sea levels, how we'll integrate renewable energy solutions, and how we'll use technology to improve daily life. These are not pie-in-the-sky ideas, they're immediate needs. Yet under Fleetwood, urban planning has lacked both vision and ambition. A disengaged leadership style. Last, but certainly not least, let's discuss Fleetwood's leadership style, or what seems to be a lack thereof. Leadership isn't just about administrative duties, it's about rallying your community, about being present and engaged. With social media and digital platforms, there's no excuse for a mayor to be aloof or disconnected. A modern leader should be constantly interacting with their community, not just during election season. Fleetwood's more reserved style might be a personal preference, but leadership is not the place for reticence. Look, governance is a tough job. There's no playbook for running a city that satisfies everyone. But at the end of the day, the goal is progress, and right now, Bellingham seems to be lagging rather than leaping forward under Fleetwood's guidance. As voters and residents, we have a duty to demand more from those in power. After all, it's not just about criticizing what we have, it's about imagining what we could have. And right now, we could certainly have better.